Good morning, everybody. Wanted to share the good news with you all. I have gotten all my tools and a little tool belt, everything that I need for my job duties for the new job. I've got some new boots here. I don't know if you can see them. Really nice boots. They're comfortable, durable. And this right here was a big thing. You know, this is what's going to make my money. This is what is going to provide for my family. I believe that, you know, at the end of the day, we get so, what's the word I'm looking at? We get so ingrained into everyday life and all of the bad stuff going on and all the negative, and we don't ever really take the time to be grateful for the things that we do have. We get so focused on the negative and the things that we don't, and I think we lose out and miss out on the times to be able to smile and rejoice for the blessings that are bestowed upon us. This right here, everybody, I want you guys to see this. You know, this is a very big step for me. This is something that, you know, just getting this pack together, getting a little tool belt, getting a tape measure, a knife, a couple screwdrivers, some electrical pliers, and some channel locks, and this is just the list of things that my job, you know, they give me a little slip of paper, and this is the things that they said that I needed. I did my orientation video, everybody. I got a hold of my foreman, and then he put me in contact with another guy that has to, you know, he does all the paperwork and everything. He sent over the link. This was about an hour or so that I spent watching the videos and looking at the criteria, and it really went in depth with my criteria and the job that is going to be done. And, you know, a little of the things were kind of concerning as far as, like, you know, the dangers of the job. And, you know, we are going to be working around electricity, and this is something that I have to be aware of. This is something, you know, it's a hazardous working environment. But that comes with the job. I believe one of the biggest key factors that allows me to say, oh, you know, I need to go into this, I need to listen, I need to pay attention, and I need to learn. Ultimately, inevitably. And so with being able to go into a job like this, it's not just, you know, something that I'm going to do for 6 months to a year. This is something that I'm going to be able to work through the ranks, and continue on and make a career out of this. This is something, a company and union work that I can retire from. After so long, I'll be able to receive raises, get benefits, and you know, we're always going to need electricians. I can't reiterate enough. I really thank everybody, all the prayer warriors, all the people out there that have supported and given the encouragement and given advice and given ideas. And really, you know, I was able to go out in one morning. This wasn't a weeks long project. I went out one morning. I got off my rear. I went out and found a job. If you're out there and you say, oh, I can't find a job, there's something wrong. And, you know, everybody was saying, oh, go get a job, go get a job, go get a job. Well, I had to be in a certain way, and had to be able to have the ability to go out and search for a job. This isn't easy, everybody. This is not something that just happens right off. I do believe that with all the prayers and all of the positive reinforcement, the encouragement gave me the motivation to say, I can do this. I'm really excited. I've got to start. I got to be up there at the job site at 6:30 Monday morning. This is going to be awesome. it's going to be something that can provide for my family, myself, my dogs, my loved ones. And guys, I got to show you again, this right here, this is the moneymaker. This is what's going to provide for my family. I still have to get some long sleeve t-shirts. I have plenty pairs of pants, but I think I only have like 3 or 4 shirts that are long sleeves, but that's okay. We'll get those. I've got some safety glasses. I've got a couple different pairs of gloves, and you know, I want to make sure that I'm going into this prepared, but also with an open mind. I need to be teachable. I need to be willing to listen to my foreman and take correction and positive criticism, and not get you know, overwhelmed with correction. You know, I need to be able to listen and learn the job that I'm doing. Going through this orientation that I just got done with, it was very extensive, very, very, very ingrained in, you know, keeping the job site safe, making sure that you're doing the getting proper permits within the job. And there is a lot of criteria that they covered that I was just kind of like, okay. And I was trying to really pay attention, and even as like the videos and stuff were playing, I was still kind of reading and understanding, you know, the PPEs, the certain LOTOs, the lockout tagout, you know, the safety requirements of going into something, you know, the confined spaces that we could be working in with toxic fumes, the silica dust, all of these things that, you know, are still kind of fresh and new to me. And I knew some of the things that they were talking about, but yet there was a lot of things that they covered that, you know, I still need to ask questions. And one of the biggest things is that they really, really, really ingrained and talked about the safety and in the job. I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys and just tell you that things are progressing. We are moving forward. We have secured a campsite. It's paid and reserved. So we do have a place to stay. We do have the ability to take showers and things where we're going to be at. You know, my fiance, she's a little anxious about having to be by herself when I'm going to work, but she also understands that this is, you know, going to provide for us. I really, really appreciate all the positive, reinforcing encouragement, and this is the motivation it gives me. You know, I get motivation from this, and I really appreciate all the prayers that were sent up. And, you know, the Lord provides. He is a provider. And really, I have been so excited in the process of, like I said, even just building together my little work tool, pouch here. You know, this is a big step for me. And being able to get a nice pair of boots to be able to be comfortable. I went down to the store, and the gentleman that let us stay here at his house for a few days, he was like, look, he said, take your time. He said, try these boots on, try these. He's, you know, and this is something that I never had the availability to do. You know, I was just the $60 Walmart boot guy, and they normally are really uncomfortable. The last pair of boots I had really wore my toes out really bad. So being able to get a comfortable pair of boots that is going to work for me in longevity and not tear my feet up, because, you know, I'll be working 10-hour shifts here, 6 days a week, and having the ability to accomplish these things and secure things that are going to provide for me. I love you all. I really appreciate all the positive reinforcement and the encouragement that I've received. And thank you so much, because the Lord God Almighty is a provider, and He is good all the time.